going. They're open. Let's go bowling.
That was much longer than I thought it was. It seemed to go on forever.
It's the story of my life.
Hey!
Back in the net.
Back in the net. Oh, boys. Third podcast in what, 5 days?
It is.
Dear Lord.
I was only, this is the only one I'm actually on properly.
That's true.
We
have everyone today though. We've me, we've Steve, we've Nicky, Gordo, Fitz. He's there somewhere. He's muted because he doesn't really like Hero. But we also have a fifth man in the booth. What? Oh my God. We have Paddy joining us. Paddy, say hello to the people.
Hello,
there
people.
You go. There we go. That's everything we need.
I'm off.
Oh God.
And that was our guest appearance from Paddy.
Nice. Gordo, how are you fixed?
A libation, puff of all.
Oh, it feels good. Everything I drink costs me money, and money is about to run out soon.
Feeling good on a Wednesday.
Oh, how can this thing happen to one man twice in the space of 3 months? Oh. Self-inflicted.
COVID. It's the fucking COVID.
That's probably the main reason, in fairness.
Sons of bitches.
For half, at least, anyway.
Boycott company I haven't mentioned yet. Boycott them. Lads, how are you? The B show went down very well. The movies won last week. Very well.
It did. And they're going to see even more arguments between us today. So I have a feeling people are going to like it even more.
Looking at the brackets, it's like the movies, a lot of us we like to say movies. Games we're going to be very divided on because the whole putting together this list, there was a lot of difference.
We're going to go straight up. There's some utter heartbreakers that didn't make it. So we'll explain the rules again. So we each had 20 picks. Whichever picks crossed over at least once made it in. Anything that didn't cross over between our lists went into a random pile, and then whatever amount, say there was 5 left, 5 were picked.
There was
from
a lot
pile.
more than 5 left.
Was there, yeah?
I'm hoping that at least
we did not have a lot of crossover.
I'm hoping the top one on my list at least made it in, so I can wax lyrical about it slightly, because it may well be the thing that kept me going with gaming for a long, long time.
Well, if not, don't worry. But before the final, we do our honourable mentions. But I just want to get one out of the way. Triple H 2004 style. I had a nice 20-minute promo on how No Mercy is not in this, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, but I won't. Later on, No Mercy. It could have been in here if I guess one other person didn't pick it. Deaths to all 3 of you, 4 of you, in fact. But No Mercy will have its day just before the final. Go get a drink. Go for a walk.
Yeah, I didn't have an N64. I only played it on a friend's console once or twice, so I didn't have enough exposure for it. I
would suggest downloading some emulators because that game is amazing. It still holds up to this day. People still edit it. There's modded versions with up-to-date rosters and everything. It's pretty cool.
Oh Jesus! Did none of us put EWR?
Oh fuck!
Oh bollocks!
Okay, Gordo's honourable mention EWR.
Yeah. To be fair, this is designed purely for there to be no wrestling talk, but this is unavoidable with video games, I suppose. There's going to be a little bit in here.
So who put 2K20, lads? Hey.
So EWR Extreme Warfare Revenge could have been in there. The Football Manager of Wrestling Sims, but it isn't there, unfortunately. RIP in pieces.
RIP in pieces. It's awful sad.
It is awful sad. Any newses before we start? Anything going on in your lives?
Well, I believe one of our lads in the chat we should need to give a bit of a shout out to, because I believe we had a birthday.
Oh, who's that?
Was it not J-Dog's birthday yesterday, if I remember correctly?
Do ghosts celebrate birthdays?
Did we not bring him back from the dead, or is he dead again? I can never remember.
We killed him again.
We killed him again.
I'm sure he's dead.
Well, yesterday should have been Jordan's birthday, so happy should have been birthday.
Yeah, fair play to you.
What a nonce.
Having a spooky break. Oh God, I don't know.
And J-Dog, he's also asked if Fire Pro's in here, and it's not, I'm afraid.
It's not.
The way it broke down, only one wrestling game has made it through to the brackets.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I know which one.
I'm privy to that information. And it's a heartbreaker because of my love for No Mercy, but I won't argue it.
Jordan just replied, "If you bastards kill me off again, I swear."
It took him a year to be brought back. We brought him back for episode 100, I believe.
Yeah, it was the reincarnation of J-Dog.
Oh, we're grown men. Do you want to kick it off, or does anyone have any crack? Paddy?
Yes.
It's your first time on the show. What are your thoughts, feelings, or emotions?
There's too many to mention.
Fair point.
I'm mostly upset that I don't have a can to crack open. So
go get one.
I'm drinking wine, so
that'll do.
That works.
The bottle in a while, like.
Yeah.
Is this your wine, or is it wine belonging to someone else?
I'm going to call it the house wine.
Yeah.
Nondescript white. Yeah.
If it's in the fridge, it's taxable. Simple as. Fitz, I can't wait for your input on the video game show. He's muted. He's just here for the fun.
Why, yes, I can offer opinions on gaming and such.
Well, you filled out a list, did you not?
I sure did.
His original list just said LOL, so I put League of Legends in the brackets originally, but then after he filled out an actual list, I took it out.
Nice. Well, fuck it. Let's kick it off.
Let's get the argument started.
Little bit of Link to the Past love in case it goes out in the first round.
Much love. That was nicely done.
For the golden buzzer, we didn't explain the golden buzzer. Doesn't matter how the vote goes. If a person hits the golden buzzer, their pick goes through to the next round. If another person golden buzzers the opposite one, both of those are eliminated. And I have sound effects prepared for such an eventuality because I did precisely no work today. So we're good to go.
Can I say for the golden buzzer, could we just say round 1, 2, and 3, not the semis and final for that? Because I don't think it's fair to keep a golden buzzer.
100%. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm saving my golden buzzer for the final and gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
Wolf of Wall Street will win the movies, damn.
So we'll go around the table. We can't have a tie this time, though, can we? Oh, we can, because Fitz isn't contributing.
It's Fitz. Yeah, I don't know if Fitz voting or not.
Fitz isn't voting.
I can have all the power.
He could be the wild card. So if we need it.
If in collaboration dispute it, I can be the tiebreaker.
In collaboration with the chat. You gotta bring the chat into it somehow.
Yeah.
Yes.
The chat are involved because they put 2 suggestions in last time, which made it into the brackets that none of us picked. So
exactly.
We're getting
exactly. Perfect. First game. Oh boy. Pro Evo 4 versus Halo 3. Fuck my life.
Starting off strong.
Oh, Steve, I hate to break it to you. There's only going to be one winner here.
Don't do it to me.
100%.
Oh, Pro Evo 4. No.
I love Pro Evo 4, but I can guarantee you there's only going to be one winner here because I have played Halo 3 to death with 2 other people on this pod.
I'm looking at the audience here, and I've a very strong feeling that Halo might win.
Yeah. Let's just say I had to repeat third year in college. There was one reason I had to repeat third year in college.
Subway. It was 100% early morning Subway, Nicky.
Early morning Subway after being up all night playing Halo 3 and then go and get breakfast at Subway.
Nice.
I lived on the lad's couch for the better part of 6 months. And most of that involved us staying up late, watching Raw in one of the lads' houses, then going back to their place, watching Takeshi's Castle, listening to ads for Vonage, and then playing fuck tons of Halo. So
that was our Halo training camp.
Yeah, I was still terrible. I had the odd good game every so often. And that was when we saw it as a sign to log out and go to bed because there was something wrong with the world.
So I'll go around the table and I'll start with Pro Evo 4.
I will counter that with a very, very powerful vote for Halo 3.
I see. Paddy, what do you think? Are you going to say Halo 3 as well?
You see, I'm quite unbiased. So even if I like a game, I'll weigh up all of the... No, it's Halo 3.
Yeah, simple as. The next match is a good one. Football Manager, as voted for by the chat last week, as an oversight from us. Well, not really an oversight, but it's there kind of on merit and because the chat picked it. and it's going possibly to lose to Grand Theft Auto 5, which it faces in this round.
Oh, lads.
On my side, it is definitely losing the Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know about everyone else.
That's it. I love Football Manager, but I can't not vote for Grand Theft Auto 5 here. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a masterpiece.
I am going to give Football Manager a vote just because I used to play the shit out of it to a point where, like, knackered laptops from playing it so much. So I'm going to have to give Football Manager a vote here.
Rory's asking in the chat, Football Manager / Championship Manager. In this sense, we're taking Football Manager as a series, as in, because I mean the game is pretty much the same every year anyway. So just Football Manager, Championship Manager in general.
Yeah. Like I'm talking back when I played the hell out of it, was like 05, 06, through 09, 10-ish sort of thing, that sort of time. When I actually had all that time to be able to sit down and burn through season after season. You know, when I should have been in college is what I'm
that's a life ender. That game is an absolute life ender. If you start playing,
you played loads of was LMA Manager on the Xbox.
LMA Manager. They released Football Manager 05 on the 360 or 06 or whatever on the 360, and it just didn't sell whatsoever. That thing used to rot the shelves where I used to work. Good times. Yeah, the chat is saying Football Manager, but it may not come down to the chat.
Yeah. No. GTA for me.
Yay.
Yeah. So Grand Theft Auto 5 goes through. Tough loss for the chat there, but you earned it after last week. You shafted me a few times last week, so
both very good games. I would have voted for GTA 5 against pretty much any other game, I think. But yeah, no, GTA is good. But, no, Football Manager was still special place in the heart.
Nicky knows what's coming.
I saw the next one. Oh, this is going to kill me.
Considering, I can't say much, but let's just say there's a personal connection to this game for a few lads here. That game would be Knights of the Old Republic. Versus Batman Arkham City.
Oh, you cunt.
This is tough. This is really, really tough. I'm not going to lie.
You can feel it. You can physically feel that one, Nick. I can tell.
I literally bought KOTOR earlier today. It's on the Xbox
did you?
One store. I bought it earlier today and installed it on my Xbox. Oh, my God.
Oh, bastard man. You are bastard man.
Ooh, well, I'm going Arkham City because that's one of my favourite games of all time. It's in my top 5 easily, that game.
I'm going KOTOR because same reason. I absolutely adore that game. That's one of my favourite of all time as well. So yeah, one each way.
Ooh.
Oh, that was close though. That was tough. I love the Arkham games.
He's got a dog climbing all over him at the moment.
I do. This is tough.
Well, at least he's not barking. It's all good.
I am going to KOTOR. I love Arkham. It is phenomenal game. But KOTOR is KOTOR. I can't.
Oh, Paddy.
I mean, I don't. Like, they both look and sound like pop stars to me, so I want to send it to Deadlock.
So you're sending it to the chat?
Yeah.
You're voting Arkham City.
Arkham City.
Okay. So that goes to the chat then.
Chat / Fitz.
Yeah.
Chat, if there's not a consensus in chat, Fitz gets the deciding vote. That's probably
Dobbs83 going Batman. Do any of the boys in the chat there, Rian, Jordan, Rory, any of you played it? Batman. Oh, boys. The chat is overruling.
Like Batman might be
It's Batman. Oh, Gordo, what are you thinking? Are you thinking of Golden Buzzer already?
No, because there's another game that I really hope is in this that I... No.
You made it for... The way I'd look at it is, do you think this game is going to make it to the final and win?
In my final, it'll be right up there.
Yeah, that's the thing. But at the same time, it's... The game that I also want, the Golden Buzzer, is probably not going to win either. But...
That's why I'm saving mine.
Oh.
I'll be honest.
I'm not Golden Buzzer. Oh, this is breaking my heart. This is breaking my heart.
City, Batman Arkham City goes through then. The chat has hurt you big time there.
The Baba Heart.
Scanned it.
Baba Heart.
I'm
Nick-
close. I'm close to using mine, but
What are you thinking?
That's stung.
You can always rely on that public vote. Always. Don't do it.
No, I won't. Fuck it. No.
Okay.
Sorry,
Might be
Coder.
more.
I love you so much, but
No. So Arkham City goes through. Are you actually updating the brackets as well, Nick? They're not updating for me at the
He
moment.
just gave a thumbs up, but he's being attacked by a dog.
Oh, okay.
A savage hound.
They're not updating in round 2 for me, just so you're aware. Just I can't see the winners there for some reason. Unless I do the old refresh, step 1. And let's.
Turn it
They were
off
doing
and
it.
on again.
They were doing it in real time last week. So
It feels like a year.
yeah.
Time is weird in the time of COVID.
The decade of March. It's doing it once I refresh now. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do that last week. I don't know. Anyway.
If Nick's internet crapped out, it might not have refreshed
I'll
for you.
refresh mine, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
Cool beans. This should be a fun one. One of everybody's favourite games. Regardless. Even Fitz played this and loved it, I'm sure. Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Nope.
Is one of the games. You didn't? Oh, fucking hell. You was the only person in the country that didn't play it.
Was this 4?
No, Vice City was the one after its opponent.
The one
Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh,
Now, Nick, explain how we have Vice City versus Grand Theft Auto 3.
Because people picked them, and that's the way the brackets fell.
It's just random, completely random before
Yeah.
people think we're...
So there was more than the reason a lot of series, like one person picked multiple things in the series and only one of them got through to the brackets. In the case of the GTAs, multiple people picked multiple GTAs, therefore multiple GTAs are through to the brackets. So we got a few GTAs in.
Because it's
But
like
for
the
them-
greatest series of all time.
Yeah.
But them to face each other, it ended
Them
up...
to face
it's
each
a
other was random
slot.
as fuck. That's the random brackets
Okay.
that they threw in this.
In line with the rules, yes.
Yes.
'Cause we are a
So-
stickler for the rules.
It has to be done. If there's no rules, what's the point, lads?
That's
rules
no
help
point in life.
control the fun, you know? I am going to kick it off with Vice City, because that game, that soundtrack, the setting was amazing.
I'm conflicted here. I'm probably going to go Vice City, but just the first time I played GTA 3, it was just an amazing. Like, I had the console and my friend bought the game and he came over to my house and we played, and it's just one of those moments in gaming that you're just like, that's going to stick with me forever. But as an overall game, Vice City's better, so I'm going to go with Vice City.
The chat as well, Mick saying GTA changed gaming forever, has to be GTA 3. Rory, Grand Theft Auto 3 was the catalyst. It moved, and great ones after it, and it had Chatterbox. Chatterbox, very true.
Chatterbox was good.
I love both of them. GTA's 3
yeah.
influence on the entire industry cannot be overstated, whichever the correct term to use here is. But Vice City was the better game.
Yeah, and I'm thinking for the
In my
amount of time that so many people sank into Vice City as well. Like, it was a time sink.
Yeah.
Tommy
Vercetti, Lance Vance, as much as everyone hated him, they did the Lance Vance dance when they wanted to murder him for always getting killed. The stunts, the setting, the nightclub,
the soundtrack. Just the soundtrack.
I think we've said it 6 times now, but it bears repeating. The Vice City soundtrack. Just do you remember it?
V-Rock all the
V-Rock.
fucking way.
Laszlo. Oh, Laszlo. The Matt Cooper of the Grand Theft Auto world.
that joke will travel well.
The drive time host of the Grand Theft Auto world. The ads, the ammunition ads and everything. It's so good. So good.
I think we're Vice City.
I think so. Pad, what's your vote?
I was going to say 3, but no, screw it. Yeah, I'm going to say 3 anyway. So
No, like
yeah.
I could have went either way. Like, I was very close because that's the reason Chicken said there as well in the chat. It's like it was one of the best first impression games ever, and it was one of my top. But just as an overall game, I think Vice City takes it.
And how many consoles did that game sell?
Yeah.
When you really think about it.
I'll say
at least 10, probably more.
Easily.
Yeah.
Probably. I think you're right.
All we'll say is GTA 3 got screwed by the bracket there.
It did.
It did.
It got Dark Knight Rises. It's the Dark Knight Rises of this one.
It is. It was completely shafted by where it fell. Vice City, I personally believe, is the better game. It's the one I could still play today.
That's, yeah.
I've tried to play GTA 3 recently. It's a tough play now. Now since you've played all the rest of them since then, it's a tough play, especially considering your character doesn't talk.
Yeah. And then Vice City's character was Tommy Vercetti, which was basically Goodfellas.
Yeah. Voiced by Ray Liotta.
Yeah, exactly. This should be an interesting one.
This will be split. This will be a very split vote, I think.
This could go to the chat.
Not knowing what these are. And
Exactly.
This is going to be
Well,
great.
you're going to enjoy this one. Final Fantasy X-2.
Golden buzzer right now. Don't even care what it's up against.
Let me get to it.
Get to it. Sorry.
Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, you're going to break the
buzzer.
Baba heart.
Golden buzzer.
Fuck.
So
I don't want to counter it.
for the
don't,
record,
because
I would have voted Mario, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to use a golden buzzer, so it's pretty much all on you,
No.
Steve, because you're the only one that's going to vote for it that much.
Oh yeah, it's screwed in the next round, but I wanted to get through a round, so
Super Mario Odyssey is one of the greatest games ever made.
Pad, do you want to wax lyrical for a while about why you love 10-2?
because it's a great game. That's all there's to be said about it. I don't care that if I change the dress if I want to heal someone. I'll do that. I'll keep this thing alive. Damn it.
Even though Riku can fuck off.
I mean, golden buzzer. Yeah, no question.
Jordan is despondent in the chat as well. Mario, you see, the thing is, if I do counter his golden buzzer, it means both of them are gone. So who really wins here, except me being an arsehole? But I'll get him in the next round.
That's why I did the Fitz last time, so because he didn't get my liking. Like,
Yeah, true.
I have a feeling Steve is going to golden buzzer against 10-2 in the next round, just for the sake of it.
I have until round 3. So I'm hoping.
Paddy, you and Chicken are going to have a falling out. He just said Final Fantasy is awful.
see, I'm in the boat
Yeah,
with
but he
Chicken.
doesn't have a microphone right now, so his voice isn't really on, so.
Yeah, his voice only matters when it makes it to the chat,
Heh.
which doesn't with golden buzzers. And also, just to point out, I have a golden buzzer that I might say for round 2.
Oh boy.
Oh, I see what I might be up against. I don't know if you will.
Yeah, I don't think he'll need it just yet. I think Paddy might struggle in the next round though, for his bay.
This game is dead in the next round. It doesn't.
Skyrim versus GoldenEye.
Skyrim.
Yeah,
I knew
Skyrim.
Gordo was going to go in.
Yeah.
It has to be.
GoldenEye is such a classic, but Skyrim.
I enjoy
think
even
it's-
sitting watching Skyrim.
Skyrim isn't even my type of game. I don't really like the medieval style of TV shows or games or anything, but that game is fucking brilliant. So
Yeah, no, Skyrim all the way.
Skyrim all the way.
One of the most complete games. One of the most complete games of all time. And
This is
people
the
can.
first. No, go on.
No, I was going to say people can fight me. They can at me. They can whatever they want. Skyrim wins.
Yep. 100%.
That's the first full house that we've went on the game yet.
I love GoldenEye. GoldenEye is an absolute classic.
Good game, yeah.
Have you ever played it since in recent years? It doesn't hold up.
It doesn't age well.
No, I played it about 5-6 years ago. It's grand.
Yeah.
It's good.
Do you remember they re-released it on the 360? I went to a trade show and Activision had it. Activision had the license to the James Bond games at the time. It was all right, but you could, nobody withstood the whole rule of no odd job. You weren't allowed to pick odd job. That was the whole thing because his hat was lethal.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one's going to be another tough loss for me. Resident Evil 2 remake, the greatest game in the current generation. Go to your special characters on your phone right now, find the @ symbol and send it to me. That game is amazing. Versus Rock Band. Son of a bitch.
Oh.
I'm going Rock Band anyway because
Nicky's Bay.
the Rock Band
This is
Guitar
the
Hero series. They didn't both make it in because I had to make a call between one or the other to put them through, and Rock Band came out first. Yeah, just those series of games. I put so much time and effort into them. They're expensive as fuck to get all the equipment, but damn, is it worth it?
Well, they're
How
even
many
more
broken
expensive to
drums?
get.
4?
Yeah,
5 broken drums.
Oh, so many drums. I've broken so many drums. I even have
When
the
I was-
keyboard. I have the keyboard. Nobody has the keyboard.
There were certain songs that Nicky wasn't allowed to play for a while because there's too many drums getting broken.
There is, in the house I just moved out of, there has been a bit of, I meant to tell you this story because of your Rock Band love. There's a Rock Band set in the house, like the guitar, you know, the whole pack that was out for like €200 at the time, or all the main equipment. It's underneath the stairs. It belonged to a guy who moved out about 3 or 4 years ago. He didn't take it with him because he didn't want to bring it anywhere because they're awkward and big and lumpy.
They're awkward. So I have a box full of bits out there.
Oh yeah. Oh, and all the bits and pieces with it. Another guy was like, I'll look after it, and when you get a bigger house, I'll move it for you. And then he moved out and he left it behind as well. And I know that it's technically in my possession now because I was last in the bloodline of the Rock Band set that was in the house. That thing is still under the stairs. I'm not going near it. I was just hoping no one had noticed when I moved out, and now their numbers are deleted from my phone. Gone.
What? Even Admiral Pisshead?
Oh, Admiral Pisshead. Gordon, when I left that house group chat, I nearly did a jig. It was amazing. Hugging strangers in the streets, not practicing social distancing.
No social distancing.
Well, I'm going Resident Evil 2, obviously.
Shocking.
I'm going to have to go Rock Band for times played with the lads, and even when my sister got it for the Wii, I think, at the time. And me and her played the shit out of it as well. There was one of the few times where my parents were happy to leave us play games because we weren't beating 7 shades of shit out of each other. So, yeah, I got to go Rock Band.
Pad.
I don't like breaking people's hearts. Do you know what I mean? It's not what I do. But
well, except unless it's in a chipper at 3 o'clock in the morning and you break up relationships.
No. Shush. That's not my fault if they ask me serious questions when I've had 17 pints. It's their fault. I'm gonna. See, I haven't played the remake. I played the original of 2, which was very good. But I also spent about 27 days worth of hours on Rock Band. So for that reason alone, I'm going to have to go Rock Band. I think.
Nah, I figured that. That's cool. That's cool. Rock Band goes forward.
You're not going to use your...
Nope. I need it. I need it for later.
Okay.
Oh, this
Can I have... So 1, 2,
Can I use
3,
my golden buzzer?
4, 5.
Oh.
So there's 5.
No.
No.
You're not voting. You don't get a golden buzzer.
No games. You don't even go here.
But what he could do is he could barter with one of us for his golden buzzer, meaning he could use our golden buzzer in the next round. So I could use his, say, to get mine through his next round, but I would have no golden buzzer in the TV show round or the whatever round we do next.
Oh, also, Paddy is wanting in on the game show / reality series. So
I wouldn't do it without him.
I need to add him into the spread. I need to add him into
Go for it.
Because I still have to do my 20 for that as well.
Not so much a want. It has to happen.
It has to happen.
I figured the category was there because we were getting you on. I thought that was the only reason. So if you're not there, we're not doing it.
It's the Paddy show. It's the Paddy show.
Yeah. Okay.
Wipeout's winning. Spoiler.
Paddy gets all the golden buzzers in that one.
Rock Band advances to round 2, where it will face the winner of Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Potentially. I know it's a popular game within this group, but what is also a popular game within the planet Earth is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
You motherfucker.
So I'm saying San Andreas.
I'm also saying San Andreas, just for the record.
Oh, are you thinking, Gord? Are you thinking of doing something here that you might not be able to take back?
No, it's 100% going to lose in the next round to Rock Band. I will say Third Age is a classic. I don't care what anyone says. Not enough people have played that game. It's essentially Final Fantasy, but with Lord of the Rings. With such wonderful characters as Hadhod, Morwen. Big fan of Morwen with the double axes. Yeah. I'm so torn. I am actually genuinely on the verge of golden buzzer in this.
Oh, dude.
Before you do, I'm going to say Third Age.
Okay. So that makes it 2-1 to San Andreas. Gordo, if you put this to the chat, you know what's going to happen.
The chat is not going to be nice to us on this one, but I'm also thinking that Third Age would then have to face Rock Band in the next round, and Rock Band is winning.
Yeah, so to give us a good match in the next round, San Andreas is your only choice, but it's up to you.
Just breaking
It really is.
Or he can
know.
just vote the Third Age himself, just to say that he voted for it. But it's
I'm going to vote for Third Age. I'm going to
Okay.
vote for Third Age. It deserves a draw.
Okay.
It deserves to at least be sent to deadlock. I know it's going to lose.
And it has been massacred in the
Yeah.
chat already. So San Andreas goes through.
Still, if people have access to a PS2 or an Xbox 360, no, it's not on 360, it's the original Xbox. Get yourself a copy of Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. You will lose a lot of time exploring very popular scenes from the movies in it. A lot of fun.
Nice.
Broke the Baba heart.
PS2 classic Spider-Man 2
Oh,
versus the greatest video game possibly of all time, Metal Gear Solid 3.
I wonder which one Steve's voting for.
I would like to vote for Metal Gear Solid 3 if you wouldn't mind, please. Thank you.
I'm going Spider-Man 2.
You snake.
I burnt the disc.
I see what you did there.
I burnt through the fucking disc. I played it so much.
Yeah, that was hugely popular, that game. Crazy.
Speaking of burning that disc broke PlayStations.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, the game was a dodgy game and originally broke PlayStations.
My PlayStation broke it.
It broke mine. But despite that, I'm still voting for it because I love that game. Sorry, Steve. I was never a big Metal Gear Solid guy.
That's fine. So where are we? 1-1?
2-1. 2-1 Spidey.
Oh, did you go Spider-Man as well?
Oh, I'm going Spider-Man.
Oh, boys. Paddy.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
we
And the
find
chat is
ourselves
currently split.
in this position again, where I don't like to break hearts.
You do what Phil. Don't look inside your own heart,
I have
Paddy.
a feeling Steve might be bringing something out for this one. Even if
Don't
you
worry.
think about
It doesn't matter what you say here.
I'm actually going to go with Metal Gear on this one.
Yes! Saved. Thank you,
I
Paddy.
enjoyed both, but I played a lot more Metal Gear than I did
Yeah.
Spider-Man. So
Yay.
What's the chat like?
Oh, Gordo? What are you doing? Don't worry, I'm ready for you.
Do I really end me and Steve's friendship?
No, it's fine. I say look within your heart, Gordo, and find what is true.
Friendship is a very big word as well.
Yeah, it's more of a podcast guest
Steve,
kind of
we
situation.
bonded over cans.
Bonded over cans. The most
Social
important thing in the world. Green beans, yes.
No, I won't golden buzzer this, but I'm worried at the fact that there's one game I was hoping would pop up that hasn't popped up yet.
It's coming, if I know what you mean.
I hope so.
If it's the number one thing on your list, it's coming. Don't worry.
That's okay. That's getting through. I don't care.
Okay, Metal Gear Solid 3 gets through.
Metal Gear's through.
I think that might be where it ends. But
That's 2-2, and the chat is split.
oh, apologies. I thought.
I thought the chat had it won. I thought the chat had it.
Oh, I know it has.
Oh no, chicken. No,
has, yeah.
it's 2-2. It's 2-2.
Wait, no.
It's not.
Metal Gear Solid,
It's
Spider-Man,
2-2. It's down to Fitz.
Metal Gear Solid,
Unless someone else
Spider-Man.
wants to throw something else.
So here we are, lads.
All of my jokes about Spider-Man based video games have led to this moment, and this is
today.
Gato New Japan booking levels of long-term fucking storytelling here.
So hello, friends. How do you want to greet me? What is your gift?
I will buy you a full Irish whenever the restaurant's open.
So Metal Gear Solid is winning this contest.
Perfect. So we move on. Tekken 3 versus Fallout 4.
why?
No, what do we do? What do we do when it's completely split like that?
That is
All
the
fairness.
Fitz made the
Fitz-
call.
Fitz
Fitz
the
is
vote.
the tiebreaker. He went Metal Gear Solid.
Did he
To be
though?
fair,
Or
I
did
would have tossed a
coax him
coin
with-
on that one.
Did I coax him on with pig meat? Delicious, delicious pig meat.
Plate.
Can you smell
Lads,
it?
I will say I can't wait for this to be over so we can have a trip to the plate.
I miss restaurants. I miss pubs. I miss wandering around town. Good times.
Yeah.
To be fair, I probably
There was
would
a
have
time
had more
when we could
exposure
go
to
outside.
Metal Gear, though.
Yeah.
Because, Fitz hasn't played any Spider-Man games. Play Spider-Man, Fitz.
No.
Okay. Are we? Which
Metal
one are
Gear
you
made
happy
it.
with?
Metal
I
Gear
can't make
Solid.
the decision. So.
Metal Gear made it.
Okay.
Fitz, yeah, Metal
Sound.
Gear.
Okay. All right. Tekken 3 versus Fallout 4. Gordo, I wonder which one you're going to pick.
100% Fallout.
I think Fallout's the better game.
It's Fallout. I played the hell out of Tekken. Was a great game for the time. Revolutionized fighting games, I think, in a lot of ways. Brought them into the kind of that age. But yeah, no, Fallout is on another level. So yeah, Fallout for me.
I've never played Fallout.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with Tekken. Because I love the Tekken.
Right.
3.
Paddy.
I played Fallout 4 so much that I wore the disc out and then had to buy a digital copy. So, that's what I'm going to go with.
Shocking.
That is a true story.
True story.
Oh, and as Jordan said in the chat, don't mention Fallout 76. The game that shall not be mentioned.
Never happened.
Terrible game. Never
it's-
happened.
A few years ago, weren't they? They changed
It's a really, really old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Pew pew.
I'm a genius!
You're welcome, Fitz.
Pew pew.
Then this should be interesting. Crash Bandicoot. Everyone had Crash Bandicoot or had access to Crash Bandicoot or rented it from Extravision. It was a classic. But so was WWF SmackDown 2. Know Your Role.
Oh,
This is the one on PS1, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
Just
the
Bring It.
PS1 one.
Just Bring It was on PS2.
This is the run and dive head first at the side of the cell to get out of the cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cut the load screens where they had the divas with their tits hanging out.
Yeah.
You'd pray your parents would never walk in during the loading screen. That one. Yeah.
Like, damn it, not Tori Wilson again. Get off the telly.
Fred
Come
Durst
back
was
later.
a playable character.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lads, back in the day. I'm gonna have to go SmackDown 2.
I'm going SmackDown 2. I played it to death.
I actually beat the shit out of my cousin because of SmackDown 2.
Nice.
Well, I won't say beat the shit. I slapped the shit out of him. Because I went away on holidays with my parents, left him with my PlayStation.
Oh dear.
I was 3 years and remember 7 or 8 months into career. You complete it when you reach April of year 4, I
See
think
where
it
this is
is.
going.
I came back and I was in May of year 1.
Oh, don't save over people's saves.
So needless to say, that was broke the Baba heart. I then went out and bought a separate memory card because I was made to give him my PlayStation anytime I went away. So I went and bought a separate memory card just for any time I had to give him a loan of the PlayStation.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
can actually offer input in this one.
Holy shit. Wow.
I got a PS1. You know, the smaller version of the original PlayStation.
The Baba one.
With SmackDown 2 for Christmas one year, and I played it to death. Dobbs in the chat will agree to that. We played many a Hell in a Cell match in that.
Yeah, the SmackDown or Crash Bandicoot has been massacred in the chat here. Didn't even get a mention. So SmackDown goes through. Do I even need to go to the vote?
I don't. I'm going SmackDown. No, I love Crash. Crash is
Crash is amazing.
It's a fantastic game. I was playing it the other
Yeah.
day because I have the trilogy re-release thing.
I need to get that. I really
You-
need to get that.
Yeah, but you can't say no to SmackDown 2. That's just like the amount of characters that are in that game. I just played the fuck out of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Pad, did you play
No.
it?
Women's special slap.
5-0 SmackDown 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Death to
It's
Crash
an
Bandicoot
uber
there.
full house because even Fitz
Yeah.
managed to vote on it.
No, he might have some input here as well, actually. We're going old school versus kind of contemporary. You got Sonic the Hedgehog versus Red Dead Redemption, the first one.
I've
So Sonic 1.
I've played Sonic on the original Sega Mega Drive.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that at home.
Respect. Much respect, brother.
I'll start it off with an interesting one. I don't like Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2. I never liked them. Don't get them.
What?
Don't like it.
I never would have guessed that from that great article you wrote on 2-Bit Sports.
Which you can find at 2bitsports.com.
Yeah.
I hate that game. Sonic the Hedgehog wins for me, even though Sonic 2 is the better game. In Sonic 1, you couldn't hold down and then press
Charge up.
and he wouldn't spin. You couldn't charge up the spin. It's a more difficult game, Sonic 1, but Sonic wins for me anyway. I'm sure I will be voted down. There's a lot of Rockstar representation here in the second round.
I'm going to go Sonic. And
Okay.
as with a lot of the games in this, I actually have nostalgic input because I used to own a NES with like your Super Mario Brothers 3, Gauntlet 2, all the classics. And
Gauntlet.
one of my father's best friends owned a Mega Drive. So we essentially used to go through phases. And I used to live in Waterford. He used to live in New Ross, only around about a half an hour drive, if even at the time. Yeah, well, the roads were shit back then, though. This is like way back in the day. This is like mid '90s. So they used to swap consoles every couple of weeks. So that's how I used to get to play Sonic the whole time.
I have the same story. My next door neighbours, I think the parents must have chatted to each other. We got a Mega Drive, they got a NES.
It's weird how
They
that shit
swap
happens.
It's amazing how Santa Claus thought of that plan so they could swap over and not be
He's a wise man, Santa. He's a very wise
very
man.
wise man.
But yeah, no, I didn't play a huge amount of Red Dead, whereas I played Sonic to death, so I have to vote Sonic.
Yeah.
I'm going just to put a vote the other way. I'm going Red Dead. The first Red Dead Redemption is just the feeling of riding around on a horse shooting people. It's just I remember when we played Gun back in the day when that came out, loved it, and the Red Dead was just like another step up, so much better, and the story was fantastic, and yeah, John Marsden all the way.
There's confusion. Mick in the chat said he originally said Red Dead, and he goes, no, wait, I can play Sonic over and over again, so he's going to change his vote to Sonic.
Ooh. I played Red Dead again before Red Dead 2 came out, and it's still just as good as second in Red. Loved it. So I'm still skipping
Paddy.
Red Dead.
Sonic.
Oh,
3-1
Sonic 3-1.
Yeah. On an unrelated note, is Duck Hunt on this list anywhere?
It is not, I'm afraid.
Not. But
What's the point?
Make it an honourable mention.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. For the chat as well, because we are mostly Xbox heads or PC heads. There's a little bit of PlayStation in there, but not in recent years.
yeah, I switched during the PS3, Xbox 360 era, and
Same here.
Yep.
haven't looked back.
Same as.
Essentially, working for a video games company where most of the problems they had were with PS3 at the time, I grew to hate PS3.
Working with a video games retailer who used to do weekly product returns on PlayStation 3s. And you would send maybe 10 PlayStation 3s back a week per store for years. They were pieces of shit, those George Foreman models.
Oh, yeah, I know the model you're on about. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Refurbs. I see that word written places and I get a little shiver down my spine. That goddamn console. But The Last of Us has made it through, a PS3 classic, an all-time classic. I've played it. I love it.
I played it.
Yep, played a little bit of it.
What it's facing is my favourite sports game of all time, though. I played it to death as a kid. I'll still play it. EA released it not so long ago again. NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
Oh,
One of the finest sports simulation game. Not simulation, arcade.
yeah, I was going to say, there's nothing simulation about NBA Jam.
No. NBA Jam is incredible. And
I always
stands
loved
the
NBA
test of time.
I always loved NBA Street.
Street was the one I played the fuck out of, not Jam.
NBA Street Volume 2, where you can unlock ridiculous fucking afros for
that was the
everybody.
one. That was the one.
Mm-hmm.
The dunk contest. Was that the one they added the dunk contest in on?
I can't even remember.
I have a feeling they added in the dunk contest on. It was one of them. It was either 2 or 3 they added in the dunk contest, and that changed my life. Oh,
It's just so good, and my vote is NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Respect to The Last of Us. The chat won't like it, but I'm voting NBA Jam.
I'm going to go Jam just because I played more of it. I didn't play a huge amount of Last of Us. I played a bit of it, but not a huge amount. Whereas, yeah, I think NBA Jam is winning for me on hours played.
I played The Last of Us. I wasn't too gone on The Last of Us. I know that everyone loves The Last of Us. It didn't grab me, and I played a good few hours of it before I decided, nah, I'm good. So
it's definitely overhyped. It's very good in my opinion, but it's definitely not as good as people make it out to be.
So I'm in the same boat. So I'm going to go NBA Jam for that reason as well. So I enjoyed NBA Jam.
I can't fucking believe I got through with NBA Jam here. Paddy?
I technically haven't played either. I tried to play The Last of Us once, got through the opening credits, and the disc skipped.
Oh shit!
So for that reason, I will vote for anything that isn't The Last of Us.
Hey, clean sweep NBA Jam. That's the one thing Steve never thought would happen in this first
I
round.
never thought that would happen, and yeah, it turns out. Would you believe it? The Last of Us was a waste of a spot. What if that was WWF No Mercy versus NBA Jam?
It probably would have been to put it the same like era of PS4 games. It probably would have been PlayStation or Spider-Man PS4 would have went in there instead, which I probably would have went for, to be honest. But
I didn't play Spider-Man PS4 because I don't have one.
Oh, this one kills me dead. These are two of mine. Zelda: Link to the Past, a game I play yearly, back to front, cover to cover. I love that game more than life itself. Versus UFC 2, which I think is the best fighting game ever made.
Oh, I'm sorry to Zelda, but I'm going UFC 2.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I love UFC 2.
I kind of want to go to it too.
I have burnt through God knows how many careers on that game.
I have a friend that works somewhere, and I got him to look up my account to see how much money I spent on UFC 2. And I couldn't do it, but I want to know. Basically, the moral of the story, I think I've spent hundreds and hundreds of euros on that Ultimate Team mode in UFC 2, which was amazing.
If only someone else could check that for you.
He couldn't find the details, basically.
Do you know why? Because he's not good at his job. But someone used to look up stuff like that before and would be able to find it.
I see. I won't mind.
The logs might no longer be there.
Yeah. It was a while ago. I can't in good conscience vote against A Link to the Past.
I just didn't play much of it, whereas I played the shit out of UFC. So again, it's an hours played thing for me, which is a recurring theme through this whole thing. But I played the shit out of UFC 2 and I haven't played much Zelda. So I love watching. Actually, I will point out for Legend of Zelda, one of my favorite things to do if I haven't a spare hour or two and I'm just fucking about is I love going on and watching people doing Water Temple speedruns on Twitch.
From Ocarina.
I love it. I love watching people doing speedruns of old Nintendo games in general. Ocarina, Water Temple speedruns are some of my favorites to do because those lads are insane. But
a guy I used to work with, God bless his soul, he used to watch Mario 64 speedruns all day long. Yeah. Always there.
Still does.
Still does, yeah. I'm throwing in Link to the Past. I'm literally tossing a coin. I love these games. For the sake of an older game being in here, because there's a lot of newer games, I'm going to go Link to the Past, but I love UFC 2. It was one of my picks that made it in here.
I also like both games, but I think I'm going to go Zelda as well.
Okay, Paddy.
Sorry, I got distracted by an ad about cheap car insurance there.
It was for women.
Don't even have a car. What's the score?
2-1 Zelda.
2-1 Zelda, yeah. Ooh. I should have played the music.
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to M for another while?
Nah. I'll only get thrown off the internet.
Okay. Zelda.
Oh, Zelda
Didn't
true.
see that coming, did you? Huh?
No.
Huh?
That's a tough loss for UFC there. It deserved to get through, but the competition was too steep. Gordo, you might be interested in the next round.
Oh.
I'm just going to get over here. The Die Hard trilogy, which was incredible. I'm surprised it made it in here. That PS1 game was great. Versus Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection.
Yeah, Steve, can you warm up that old fucking sound clip there?
Don't ruin it yet, because you might not need it. That's all I'd say. Let's see. I have never been the biggest fan of Assassin's Creed games, so I'll go with Die Hard trilogy.
Out with soap, you harlot.
I'm going to go with Die Hard, but let's see.
I am in 100% complete agreement with you.
Oh, 2 for Die Hard. Chat going Die Hard too.
Give the people what they want.
I love the Assassin's Creed series. I really do. I think it's fantastic. And the first 3 games, it's 3 games in the Ezio collection, the first 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's two Brotherhood and Revelations.
Okay. And yeah. But I played a lot of Die Hard trilogy. I think I'm going to make Gordo use his thing, Die Hard Trilogy.
Gordo, I'm going to press the button for you.
Get over here!
Ezio Collection goes through to the next round, despite being outvoted.
Ezio Collection, I could not have this go through to round 2. These are my favourite games of all time, bar none. Assassin's Creed 2, it still breaks my heart that I am missing. The only thing I need in that whole game to get it to 100% completion is to find one of 100 feathers that are just randomly littered around the map. I have 99 out of 100 of them. When you collect all 100, you get given a cape that you have to wear in each of the 3 main cities. That's literally all I have to do is find one of those 100 to complete that game. That's how much time I've spent on it. And Brotherhood and Revelations, just that whole trilogy, that whole arc is one of my favourite things in any game ever. Ezio Collection for life. Yeah. No.
I knew this would go, like, we've gone longer in the first round than we did in the entire Movies B show, by the way.
It's because I think we have more nostalgia stories for a lot of these. I think that's the way I look at it. I don't have, I have a fear of needles, but my way of wanting to get over my fear of needles is to actually get the Assassin's logo tattooed on myself somewhere.
There you go.
That's my way of wanting to get over my fear of needles, but I haven't had the balls to actually go do it yet.
Just watch Saw 2. That'll do it.
No thanks.
I'll do it.
No thank you. Not again. Not again.
Oh man, the chat was a little bit split in there as well. Assassin's Creed and Die Hard, but Assassin's Creed goes through.
Yeah.
Then I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle here. I have PUBG in here, but unfortunately, Pokemon Red and Blue are also in there.
Well,
so
I'm going Pokemon Red Blue because they're amazing. I still go back and play the original Pokemon Red Blue. Despite all the re-releases, it's been re-released and repackaged a few different times at this point. But any variation of it, Red Blue.
Yes.
I think even Fitz would vote for Pokemon.
I think he did actually put it in his brackets or his short
he
list.
did.
He's not at his PC right now because he's my dog out. But
yeah, no. I'm
the chat. Man, Die Hard, for Jesus' sake. John McClane is going to haunt your dreams, barefoot and murdering people in elevators.
Don't fucking care. Ezio will stab him in the fucking back and he won't even fucking realise it till it's too late. I am Ezio.
Yeah, I think. Paddy, what are you thinking on that one? The boys are saying Pokemon. I'm saying PUBG, but
Pokemon. Yeah, this one. That was such a silly.
There you go.
To ask.
Paddy, what are you playing on PC at the moment?
I am currently playing Pokemon Red on PC.
Oh man!
Are you daring to use your Buzzerino?
No, not yet. PUBG isn't worth it. I love the game, but it's not worth it there. Then
that's the end of
I suppose after each round. Yes, end of round 1. We'll go through. Might as well do honourable mentions list after each round then, because we have a lot of honourable mentions. I'll go with mine then. Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid 2. I forgot to put in Metal Gear Solid 4 also. Gears of War 3. Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's probably good that it's not in there because I would have fought people for that to win the tournament. Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate. WWF No Mercy. Just like a dagger in my heart that isn't in there. Bomberman 94, which is a forgotten, amazing game. Uncharted 3 for the PlayStation heads there. That was a great game. There's no Call of Duty games in this bracket. I was surprised. I had Black Ops in there. And WCW NWO Revenge. All those Aki N64 games, which were amazing.
Shout, very good shout.
But yeah, we go back to the top then.
Round
Nicky's
2.
just pottering around. Round 2. Oh shit! Why didn't I think of that? Well.
Fight.
Halo 3 versus Grand Theft Auto 5 opens round 2.
Come on.
This round is going to be an absolute cunt.
Yeah. Just grabbing the fridge while I'm sitting down. I'm going to grab myself another tin because this could be getting interesting.
I'm just looking through the brackets on this round. Oh, this is going to be a tough round. This really is.
Yep.
Like Halo 3, as I said, we put so many hours into it and it ruined my accountancy career. But I feel I have to go GTA 5. It's probably my favourite game of all time, so I'm going to go with it.
I'm going to counter that with a vote for Halo 3.
I'm going to go... No, Paddy, you go first because I keep leaving you last and there's awful pressure on you.
Yeah, I'm having palpitations here.
So huge decisions. Huge
House
decisions.
wine.
The house wine.
Yeah, I think Halo 3 just edges it for me. Just slightly.
And I am going to say Grand Theft Auto, so it goes to the chat.
Oh,
Don't.
This is a
fuck it
potential winner here. Like, this is a game that could go the whole way.
it can go the distance.
Honorable mention in there for Sensible Soccer. Very good show.
Oh, yes. And ISS Pro 98.
And one vote
And-
for
and
GTA
all
5.
of them. All we have so far is GTA 5, but they are delayed. They're 20 to 30 seconds behind.
Give
so
them a chance. Give
let's
them a
see.
chance. While we're waiting, Fitz, you have a
Two
pick.
for...
Three for GTA.
I probably go GTA just on nostalgia. I haven't played either game, to be honest with you, but I have played the earlier versions of both games, and I probably enjoy GTA more.
It looks like GTA.
GTA 5, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Ran away with it in the chat.
That was tough. That
And
was tough for Halo 3. Tough draw.
You wait for the next one, Gordon.
Oh.
A battle of the cities. The City Derby. Batman Arkham City versus Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now, I cannot begin to... I've already described my love for Vice City. Gordo mentioned the feathers thing collecting in the Ezio collection. I have done Arkham City's Riddler challenges, all the trophies, all the collectibles. I've what's called 200%ed that game. So I've 100%ed it on New Game Plus, everything.
Nice.
I did it on that and the HD remaster. I cannot begin to describe my love for Arkham City also. But football on the grind is football. I'd be interested in the chat here, how much love there is for Vice City. Putting us into a Grand Theft Auto derby in the next round, if it stays with Vice City.
I don't know if the Grand Theft Auto Derby be worse or GTA 5 versus Arkham City would be worse.
Well, it doesn't matter because they're both on the same side of the draw as Final Fantasy X-2. The juggernaut.
Unbeaten so far, I'll have you know.
I'm gonna start off. As much as I love Vice City, I think I need to give Arkham City a shout out here. I think, yeah. I same as you. I haven't 200%ed it, but I played. I think 100%ed the regular. Didn't get the in New Game Plus, but yeah. I think I'm gonna give it to Arkham City here because like GTA and Batman are my two favorite kind of series. Star Wars. Between the three of those, it's the top thing. So Batman needs some representation. So he's gonna get it from me.
There's still another Grand Theft Auto in this round as well. San Andreas is still here.
I think I'm going to have to go Arkham for fear of GTA dominating the whole gaming pool. Fuck you, Nolan.
Is he waving his meat on camera?
Quite literally.
It's not a meat measuring contest.
He's about to take a knife and cut a sliver of it off and cook it.
Still post watershed at least.
Also, it is steak.
He believes it gives him sexual powers.
Money's too tight for steak.
The chat is
tight for
split
steak.
as well, by the way. 50-50.
Oh, God.
I'm going Arkham.
So are we gone 2-0 Arkham
2-0
there?
Arkham right now.
Paddy.
What?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
The voting.
Yeah, I forgot we were doing that tonight.
Build a bypass.
I'm gonna go Arkham as well.
Arkham's taking it.
Okay.
That's purely for hours played.
Yeah, I've played the game to death. I probably was going to vote for it anyway, but I'll throw a Vice City vote in there now that doesn't matter. But I love Arkham City, and Arkham City deserves to go through.
I think it was good to have a Batman game at that level. That's a big thing. There was so many shit games came out down through the years for so many comic books in general that the fact that Batman games were reaching that level, I think it was what made that whole series, not even just City. I mean, Asylum, I probably played more Asylum even than I did City. But yeah, just that whole series was fantastic. Just so well made.
Yep. And the forgotten one, Arkham Origins, which was just as good as the others, but it had a lot of problems at launch.
I barely played it because I think someone in the house got it at launch, and because of all the trouble, I don't think I played a huge amount of it.
They have an incredible remaster of it or an Xbox One X enhanced version of it, and it just looks just as good as Arkham Knight, which was the next gen version of it, which was an awful disappointment. The Batmobile simulator.
Do you want a tank?
Yeah. Then Nikki's gone for Tinkle, I think. Oh, Skyrim faces Final Fantasy X-2.
No!
This is the toughest one that Paddy would have ever had. This is the toughest match that he could have foreseen in this whole tournament.
I don't think I've ever had heartburn before, but I think I do now. Again, that could be the house wine.
This shit's vinegar.
I might wait until everybody else has voted just in case Final Fantasy squeezes a few votes out of this somehow.
I have a feeling it's not going to Pat. I hate to break it.
It's not going to, dude. Sorry.
You know me. I like to be optimistic.
Either that, or he could leave it till the end and give Final Fantasy a vote. Because
does Pat still have his wild card?
No, he wildcarded to get Final Fantasy through over Mario Odyssey. Remember?
Oh dear.
For the record, Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim.
Even though my love of 10-2 and the lols that we have over it, I'm going to have to give this to Skyrim. I may now have to move out.
I can't pick a winner between the two, so we have to send it to deadlock. Just send it on.
Jordan saying in the chat that Paddy shafted Mario Odyssey, not a chance. So
that's just petty.
Yeah. Well, do you know what I'll do? I'll say Final Fantasy X-2 for you and send it to the chat, but unfortunately the chat is saying Skyrim.
Oh no, I was going to pick Skyrim.
Yeah.
It's like number 1 and number 2 going at it. Like Skyrim wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Skyrim goes through.
Sorry, people in the chat.
Yeah,
sure, they're all devastated.
Rock Band versus Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh, this tournament is bastard, man.
Yeah,
this is tough. I'm gonna say Rock Band. I guess the GTA series is my favorite series, but we have representation already for GTA, so I'm like Rock Band. I feel I want to push that forward because
Rock Band was revolutionary.
Exactly, it's just different than anything else besides Guitar Hero.
For sheer innovation and how different it was to most other things in this list, I am going to be rolling behind Nikki on this and saying Rock Band.
San Andreas for me. So Paddy.
Call me
Pat
Shepherd.
Benatar.
Call me Vonda Shepherd. I'm searching my soul.
Oh Jesus Christ!
The references.
that one's for anyone that's ever seen TV ever. Like, I think I'm gonna have to go Rock Band.
Right.
Yeah.
Rock Band is making a fucking surge. Resi 2 remastered in San Andreas.
It's taking out some scalps.
Is it time for the wildcard, Steve?
Nope. It's about to be time for the wildcard, though.
Oh, you bastard! I know what you're going to do.
I've been saving for this moment.
Oh, you are a bastard, man.
Let's have a chat about it, Gordo. The next round, so Rock Band has gone through against all the odds versus San Andreas there. The next round is Metal Gear Solid 3 versus Fallout 4. And I would like to let you start. What game would you like to see progress to the next round, Gordo?
Just remember, Steve, as well, that Nicky also has his golden buzzer.
He couldn't possibly put two of these out here, though.
Plus I haven't played Fallout 4.
Oh, okay. so it's 2 all going in there.
I have a feeling me and Paddy are both going to be Fallout 4 in this one. Because I know I am.
Paddy?
Yeah, Fallout 4.
And I gotta go Snake Eater since I've actually played it.
Yep. So it comes down to the chat. Do you go Metal Gear Solid 3 or Fallout 4? Chat people. Yeah, it is going to get personal, Jordan. So
yeah, there's going to be slaps dealt out here, like the virtual slaps, because I think me and Paddy are going to agree on most games. So I'm going to be virtually slapping people through the chat.
Yeah, although I'd imagine this is only starting. It's going to get worse.
Oh, there's going to be war. There's going to be war in the next round.
Wait, it gets worse.
We got this.
That bitch!
Yeah, it does.
Shit.
Jordan.
Oh, J-Dog going Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
I always told you he was a good ghost.
He was a very good ghost. We're waiting for more in the chat, but they're taking
we got a Metal Gear.
Oh. This is always the
God.
agonising part where we have to sit and wait.
It's like the Eurovision. We're just waiting for the countries to shut the fuck up and tell us who they
Here
vote.
is our televoting.
You had a great show tonight.
Nice to see you all in the capital city of your country. We also very much enjoyed show. Thank you. It was a good show. And then awkward pause.
Yeah,
Here are our votes.
and the votes are coming in.
I don't know why I went Norwegian. I don't know.
Well, it was a bit Indian to begin with. I mean, that's not even the same continent.
And that's
but I like
also
it.
something else that I forgot to discuss with Halo 3 was Halo 3 was also when I debuted my Indian technical support character Rajneesh on Xbox Live. 4 o'clock in the morning, and I used to be trash talking our teammates and opponents with the Indian technical support agent Rajneesh. Telling them that they were lagging and they needed to fix their router as they killed me repeatedly. It's looking like
Currently-
2-1.
Currently Metal Gear, but not everyone has voted.
I think Metal Gear is taking it.
You sure?
Yeah, I think Metal Gear got it.
I don't want to call it because of my obvious bias here, so it's up to you.
No, I think Metal Gear. I think we've given it a couple of minutes. I think Metal Gear deserves it.
All right, Metal Gear 3 goes through.
It's a shame. It's very strong round there.
SmackDown 2 versus Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, bastard, man.
Owie.
Oh,
Owie.
Oh, the Baba Heart.
I'm going to start off with SmackDown 2.
I'll go behind you. on SmackDown 2.
It hurts me to vote for against either of these, but I gotta go SmackDown.
Wow, that was a lot easier than it started. Pat?
I was going to say Sonic.
Cool. 3-1.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Jesus.
they're both good games, but again, ours played and nearly the breakdown of like my family. So SmackDown.
Oh, fuck's sake. Next round.
This is
Twice in a row.
This is a Steve killer.
NBA Jam Tournament Edition versus Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Fuck.
I'm going to go Zelda. Straight.
I'm gonna go NBA.
Oh.
I'm going to go Zelda.
Oh. This is fun.
I can't do it.
I like that.
I can't do
Let's
it.
get it fast. So like get there fast. Let Steve have to be, deciding what that.
NBA Jam has football in the grind, but so does Link to the Past. It has a lot of footballs in the grinds. Zelda, fuck it. Go on, Zelda.
I also just realised that my fucking favourite game of all time is probably going out in this round.
Oh, it 100% is. Yeah.
I've been doing the number. I'm working out my head and I realise what it's up against.
So the next round then is Pokemon Red/Blue versus Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection.
I'm saying
I
Ezio
have
collection straight out the bat. Ezio's 1-0 up. Way! Fucking vote against it, you
That
prick.
would be the first time it
Yeah.
would be in the lead. So
First and
Pokemon
last
Red
time.
Blue.
Fucking put me out of my misery, you cunts.
Well, I've never played any of the Pokemon games.
Oh,
They're not my thing. Kira loves them, but Kira isn't here. And I may tactically vote, but I won't do that. That's not fair.
Remember though, Steve, whichever wins this goes up against Zelda.
Yeah, exactly. So if I vote for Pokemon, Zelda loses. Or does it? There could be conflict there.
No.
I don't like Assassin's Creed games, so I'll vote Pokemon even though I've never played it. I'll abstain, and we could do a vote like that.
Pokemon.
Pokemon still wins either way.
Pokemon wins either way. Yeah. So
All right, okay. I thought it'd have
It's
no impact
bullshit.
on
I
this one.
quit.
Oh, And then, of course, Fitz, do you have access? Oh no, you only sent it to me, Nick. It's okay. I was going to say, do you have access to the games Fitz wrote down that he's never played for his honourable mention?
You want me to send on to the group chat?
Will I do my honourable?
We know what's in it now. We know what's in it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, have you sent it to the group?
I'll send it to the group now. Hang on.
Cool. I'll forward it. I have it open.
Will I go through a couple of my honourable mentions and we'll leave Fitz's for after the next round?
It's just been Nick sent it into the group there.
So who wants to go next?
So there.
Sure, I may as well belt
I've
through.
done mine.
I'll belt through a couple of mine. As most people will know about me, I love me All-American football. So I had to give a shout out to probably my favourite Madden game, which was Madden 12.
Totally on brand.
Played the absolute shit out of it. Well, I'm going to stay on brand for the next two as well, because the next one is Apex. Probably my most played game of the last 12 months or so since it's come out has been Apex. Played the absolute shit out of it. Completed one season pass, on course to complete 2 in a row. Again, just if I have a spare hour to kill, I'll jump on and play Apex because it's addictive as fuck. Another one that I played the shit out of, even after I was no longer supporting it and working with it, was Star Wars The Old Republic, SWOTR for short. Used to play a lot of Warcraft, and then ended up moving to Galway to work on a certain game, and it played the living shit out of it. So yeah, SWOTR got a good shout out just for hours played. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain just was on PS2 probably my favourite of the WWE games that have come out since SmackDown 2.
When a friend of mine came home with his PS2, he had Metal Gear Solid 2 and SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. I mean, what a way to kick off your console.
Fantastic, man.
2 of the best games on it.
Yeah. And no, I think it's not as good as SmackDown 2 probably, actually, in hindsight. But that no other game has come out since that's come anywhere near it. So, yeah.
Here Comes the Pain had Rhino and backstage gores.
Gores through all the things.
Is that the one of MSG is the full... You can walk around all my MSG, or was that here, Just Bring It? I can't remember now.
That was Just Bring It, I think. Here Comes the Pain was one where you could go out the front outside WWE New York and you could hang from the helicopter and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Which was the one you could jump up? You could glitch up to the fist on the SmackDown stage.
That was
you could fight on the top of the fist.
Shut Your Mouth, I think.
One of them,
or was it Here Comes the Pain? It was 1 to 2. It was Shut Your Mouth or Here Comes the Pain. But again, played the shit out of all of them, really. I'm going to go old school for a bit. Super Mario Brothers 3 on the NES. That's the game I got with my NES.
Fucking amazing.
So many Sunday nights spent just myself and the parents sitting down playing the hell out of it. We used to take turns at playing one level at a time each. Played the hell out of it. Formula 1 on PS1 back in 1996. Loved my racing games.
I had that.
Cracking game.
I had that.
And it had a ladder mode where you would start at the back. Basically, you had to get past a certain level. So you start at the back of every race and you'd have to get to a certain position or else you'd lose. So to start off, you might have to get as far as 15th, and the next race might be 11th and whatever. Played the hell out of that. Probably could have thrown in Need for Speed Underground as well, just for the soundtrack and the whole modding of cars and everything. It was a bit of a revolutionary game. Gauntlet 2 on the NES, I played the hell out of that. Again, with the parents, just used to hook up the controllers and play the shit out of it many a Sunday night. Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh yeah,
loved Simpsons Hit and Run because essentially it was GTA meets Simpsons.
Yeah,
I want a remaster of that game, as do so many Simpsons fans. So many Simpsons fans want a remaster of that because we'd play the shit out of it.
Remember,
it would sell.
Do you remember Simpsons Wrestling?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
So bad.
It was terrible.
It was
game.
One of the worst. But again, played the shit out of it because it was Simpsons. And another one that I don't think would be a list of me talking about video games if it wasn't mentioned, SingStar.
It with cuts all over my hands because those mics were shit and you always had to replace them, and they were in those freestanding plastic boxes that would cut the fuck out of your hands. Death to SingStar, death to Buzz.
I love
death to iToys and all those plastic packaging dickholes.
I went into CEX and managed to pick up a replacement microphone for 50 cents.
Nice.
So I have spent a couple of £100 on extra songs for SingStar.
Oh boy,
used to be a case where
rock band, so I can't say anything.
Used to bring down my PlayStation for Christmas or whatever. Used to bring it to my parents' house because we used to go to my grandparents every Christmas night and have a bit of a quiz night or a karaoke night and everything. We'd be up until 6 or 7 in the morning playing games. So basically, people used to just throw 20 or 30 quid into my PlayStation account, and everyone else used to pay for me to buy a load of songs. Just once I bought a couple of songs other people would sing, that's all that mattered. So yeah, I have a nice library of songs that other people paid for.
Nice.
But yeah, and of course, obviously EWR, which we touched on earlier. Just yeah,
Love EWR.
what a game. But yeah, never mind.
Gordo's overness has increased with that EWR reference.
I'm now up to -6. Still higher than Bobby Lashley because I don't use a stalling
That's
fucking
true.
suplex.
I'm just looking at the brackets now for the last bit. The first half of the brackets is very much newer games, and the second half is older games.
Yeah.
It's very,
Which
also
tells
new
me
school.
it's something I was thinking of. Yeah, and I was thinking of something like that. We maybe if we ever did this again, or maybe do it in a couple of weeks or whatever, retro games versus newer games. As in, we'll have two separate. We'll do newer games only or retro games only.
I'm gonna do something quite.
Because there's a lot of games in here that aren't there. Mario Brothers 3 didn't make the
there's a
cut.
lot
It's
that didn't
shocking.
make it. Yeah, just because there's so
Yeah.
many games.
We may as well crack on, I suppose.
Yep. Round 3, quarterfinals. We're going to get through these ones quicker now.
And also the last opportunities to use their wildcards.
Fuck.
Yeah, wild cards are gone here.
And also,
so is it just me and you?
Papa Rich have closed.
Balls.
Oh no.
I mean,
So who's left with a wild card? Just me and Nikki, is it?
Those two, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And me.
Yeah, you don't get one.
Potentially.
You're a Chargers fan, you don't count.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
How dare you?
Exactly.
You've stolen my childhood.
He stole his childhood like that, Fitz. Jesus.
Your empty words.
Stolen his dreams. Where's Greta, lads? Where's Greta?
COVID.
Has anyone seen her? COVID. Got her.
No, she actually did. She actually does have COVID. I'm not making this up.
Oh, does she?
She was self-quarantining last week because she had symptoms of the COVID.
I'm sure she does. Anything for a bit of PR,
That's what
you
she
know?
was traveling around Europe for the last 3 months. Of course she was going to fucking get it.
Fitz, your empty words are going to steal her dreams and
How
childhood.
dare you?
Be careful. How dare you?
That was the intent.
Oh, wait till her handlers get to you. Grand Theft Auto 5 versus Arkham City. Fuck my life.
Squeaky bum time.
It is squeaky bum
Come
time.
on, I said it all along. It's probably my favourite game. GTA 5. Going for me.
Arkham.
Arkham.
heh.
Oh, Paddy. Oh, Paddy.
Oh.
Yeah, so we
I
might
don't know
have
what to do with the power when I have it. Arkham.
Arkham.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's going to drop it.
Wildcard, bitches!
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
You did that to Arkham City. You stole our dreams, childhoods, and everything with your empty words.
How dare you?
How dare you? Arkham City goes out in the quarterfinals.
Nikki just turned heel.
It was a tough draw. It was a tough draw. I was going to save it for the next one, but it was a tough draw.
Ooh. So Arkham City goes through. Oh no, Grand Theft Auto 5 goes through. Apologies. Next one. Next quarterfinal. Skyrim versus Rock Band.
This is horrible.
I'll start it with Skyrim. It's more my
I'll
style.
even it up with
I
Rock
guess.
Band.
Let's go. Paddy goes next because we always make Paddy go last. So Gordo can go last and he can eat shit on that one.
Ha! Finally, someone else the chat can hate. Yes.
They've hated me for the last 135 episodes. It's fine.
That's true.
I'm going to go for Skyrim on this one.
I figured you would.
Rock Band is great, but it's not Skyrim. They're two different.
Crucially,
Yeah.
they're two different games.
Rock Band has
Very true.
Rock Band is essentially the closest I'm going to get to SingStar potentially winning this.
It's true. Speaking of you putting all your money into SingStar, I bought Dead Magnetic album on the day it released. They released the entire album on Rock Band on the day it released. So I bought. Yeah, so I bought. I technically bought the album on Rock Band, not in actual physical form.
Jesus. Now there is that is a time capsule there for you.
This hurts. This hurts me.
There's no interest in this match from the chat at all.
No, I'm gonna have to go Skyrim. As much as I love Rock Band.
Oh, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
He's gone. I'm the only one with one left.
I've already used mine.
Ah.
He's used it. He's used
I gotta
it.
go Skyrim. I think it's as great as Rock Band is, and as again innovative and stuff as Rock Band is, Skyrim is just one of the most complete games ever. So
Skyrim goes through. My God. How many of you are going to vote in the next round for WWF SmackDown 2?
You'd have to wait and see, I suppose.
So, Nikki, the round is Metal Gear Solid 3 versus WWF SmackDown 2.
Shocking,
Would you like to waste your breath?
now,
Would
Steve.
anyone like to waste your empty words?
Well, Steve, just in case you think these are empty words, don't forget what the other one in this half of the bracket is. Look down.
Choose wisely. Where do you want to use your... Because you're probably going to get outvoted in one of them at least, maybe two. So you have to...
Both. Oh, fuck. No. So are you all saying SmackDown 2?
I'm going SmackDown anyway.
Paddy?
It's, by the way, it's SmackDown 2 versus Metal Gear Solid 3. On.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking. Does anyone else still have to make a choice?
SmackDown
I
2.
do. I was trying to be nice. I'm going to say SmackDown 2.
If there's anyone you can convince around, it's Paddy, I think.
No, it's up to him. He needs to search his heart. And say it's SmackDown
make
2.
the right
which he probably
decision.
will.
And make the right decision. Yeah. Blimey.
Look, I'll make it a whole lot easier for you. If you don't say Metal Gear, I'm going to press the button. So that's fine.
You've already used your wildcard.
He hasn't.
No, I haven't.
Should not.
I've been saving it for just this occasion, yeah. I was going to use it in my last round, but somehow Metal Gear got through against all the odds. So,
Okay, I'll go with Metal Gear.
oh, it goes to the chat.
Yeah.
Which of all you want SmackDown 2?
SmackDown 2
So far.
in the chat.
I see.
Hadouken!
Metal Gear Solid 3 advances. Oh, man.
This is tough.
Oh, boy.
Boo.
That is interesting. And then the final semi-final, or quarter-final, I should say, is Pokemon Red or Blue versus Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. And that is also my vote, Zelda.
Again, tying that up with an old Pokemon vote.
Paddy?
I hate to break people's hearts with my empty words. But,
No, you don't.
No, I know, it's one of my hobbies. Shush. I'm going to go Pokemon Red. Or Blue, whichever.
Steve just going to break the Baba heart. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's Pokemon time, baby.
Fitz, I owe you a wild card.
Hadouken!
And Zelda gets through.
This is the Steve half of the draw. So we're all voting Skyrim is winning the whole thing. But fuck with Steve.
No. Yeah, Pokemon goes through. Shit. Zelda, heartbreaker. So close.
And you had the chat and everything. If only one more voted, you had the chat.
chat.
You did,
had
you
the
did.
chat.
Oh.
It's a shame it's still lost.
Oh, well. Oh, boy. So,
Some more wild cards.
Nicky, do you want to do... Yeah, or... your honourable mentions, Nick.
I honourable mentions me, yeah. So my honourable mentions, first up is GTA 4, keeping GTA series. I think they all pretty much got in there for me in my picks at some point.
Hey, Nick, do you want to go bowling?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, no problem.
Next up then is Fable 2. I love the Fable series, except for 3. Fable 2, I just love that game. Fantasy series is great. Next up, sticking with my twos, this Hitman 2, recent release, but I played the fuck out of the new Hitman games. And in Hitman 2, you can play all the levels from Hitman 1 too. So, it's fine. Yep. So they're all included there. Was waiting for the DLC to go on offer at some point so I could get the next levels and play it.
And confusing because it's the second time they've released a game called Hitman 2.
Yeah. I mean the new one, just to clarify.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Next up, Mass Effect 2. So Mass Effect series, another great one. Mass Effect 2 is the best of that series in my opinion. Another great series of games. It's basically KOTOR with guns is how I like to describe them. Oblivion. Skyrim was in there. I feel like Oblivion I played more of than Skyrim, shockingly, despite the length of the games. So threw Oblivion in there. World of Warcraft, which I'm shocked didn't make it into the brackets, but
It was close. I was close. I got rid of it for hit and run.
But yeah, it's like that. Just it's a monster. I haven't played it in a good long while now at this point, but it's a game that I could resubscribe and play again at any time. Like it's one of those games that just pick up and play. Like Spider-Man PS4 Fitz.
Your thoughts on this game?
No.
Fitz?
No, it's got a good head shake.
Yeah.
One of these
He's no
days.
interest.
One of these days.
Yeah.
You're in your house.
I'm working still.
Kind of.
Debatable.
So are we.
No, you're not. I'm sharing a desk with Paul. I see the amount of work and conference calls you have. Let's be honest here. You do nothing but show and tell and chat shite all day.
Hey, just because Sophie
It's
decided to
important
do
work,
something
Fitz.
like that, don't fucking lump the rest of us in with her.
Also, they were giving out about you earlier for not joining the calls this week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm off and asleep. I don't care if it's 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm fucking sleeping.
Ripski.
Two more left. I had Life is Strange. I love the Life is Strange games, and Burnout 3 Takedown. That's my soul driving.
Oh, that's
game.
a great game.
Despite loving driving games, it's the soul driving game that made it to my list. Gran Turismo was almost in there as well.
GT2 used to have was one of the first driving games to have 2 discs. Was it Gran Turismo or Gran Turismo 2? There was one of them used to have
It was
2
two.
discs.
The first one was just one disc anyway.
Good games, great games. Also, Paddy, I sent you the list of the honourable mentions in case you want to read out yours before the final as well.
Yep.
I pinged them on to you.
Fitz, do you want to do yours now as well? Because Paddy's will be just before the final.
Yeah, I got through mine with a little help from Mike, who's in the chat. We put together a list there of Streets of Rage
Microphone.
from the original Sega Mega Drive. That game was lit as fuck.
Yeah,
Gold.
I think all of them were.
Yeah.
You used to get like them all on one cartridge. They were fucking brilliant.
The 6-in-1 I got with the Sega originally was fucking epic. Golden Axe. Never heard of this game, but Mike says it's good.
Oh,
You what?
that was part of that as well.
Log
You got
out
like
now.
gold. Yeah. You got Shinobi, Sonic 3, 3 Streets of Rages, and Golden Axe. There was some weird collection like that. Good times.
Super Mario World.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
One that I have played, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Epic game. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Boo.
Steve's a big fan of
Steve
that game.
loves that game.
Horsey
How did he find
Simulator.
it to be the least boring game he ever played?
How soon did you sell that after you got it?
I got rid of it on the Saturday, I believe.
Wow.
I got it. It came out on the Friday or whatever it was, a Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Friday, Saturday. It was gone the next day.
Another game I
luck to
did play as well, Need for Speed Underground. Soundtrack was epic.
Little John.
That was good.
Get Low by Little John. All the way.
Low.
The only mention of the biggest game in the world, possibly, FIFA 98.
Oh,
Oh,
World Cup.
yeah.
There you go.
The indoor pitch. 5-a-side.
The note that came with that was FIFA 98 Road to the World Cup. Last one with indoor 5-a-side until they added the street mode shit recently. So that was kind of cool.
We will not say anything bad about FIFA.
Stay on brand.
Another one here is Time Crisis 2.
Oh, with the gun.
Yeah, that game was amazing.
Time Crisis.
Another game that I actually have played and I play regularly enough whenever I do play PlayStation is Rocket League. Epic.
Yeah, I'm surprised one of us didn't have it in there.
I don't play
That's
much
a
of
fucking
it.
great game.
Such a
Oh,
fun
it's
game.
excellent.
I own it. I just haven't played it much either, actually.
Oh, it's brilliant. It really is. Even Fitz likes it. It's that good.
And one that I put in myself because I did play it on the original NES that I bought from my cousin Dobbs in the chat here, Super Mario 1. Original game, one of the best games ever, and shame on you for not mentioning it.
I gave Super Mario
this is
Bros.
why
I put in 3 because I got 3 with my NES. So similar enough reasoning. But
Yeah, three would be my preference of the two. I think, but yeah,
Really?
I loved all of them. Yeah,
Like, I know 3
I
had
think
flying, which was obviously epic at the time. And you could go back on the screen, which was always impressive.
that was the big thing. That's the only thing that always puts you off with Super Mario 1. You can't go backwards. It's like,
Yeah.
But if you ever pick up Super Mario 1 and play World 1-1, you don't even need to look at the screen.
No,
you know
you know
exactly
exactly.
what's coming, and you know exactly.
Yeah.
It's,
I have a fully working NES in our front room with Mario 1, 2, and 3 all work.
Nice.
They're
I think we should definitely do a bracket of games that up to, say, New Year's Eve 1999.
like
And that's
literally
the cutoff
old
point.
school retro, pre-PS1s or pre-PlayStation and all that stuff.
I think you can include play. If you come up to 99, you'll be including PS1.
Yeah, I'd say
I
until the turn of the
was going to
millennium.
even go. I was going to go even more retro than that. But still,
Oh, you could. It'd be hella Nintendo in there.
it'd be very Nintendo. Nintendo Mega Drive heavy.
Yeah.
But-
But even Rory mentioned one there, Paperboy for Atari.
oh yes,
That was fucking brilliant.
And J-Dog also with a shout out for Skate 3. Still always a lot of love for Skate 3. That still gets a lot of love online as well. Very good
It
game.
really does.
Skate 2 can fuck off because reasons. But
I wonder what those reasons are. Gareth.
we won't go there. But backwards compatibility, fuck off. Skate 3
Stay
though.
on brand.
Skate 3 though, cracking game. Go into any EA social media account anytime they announce anything and you'll see people clamoring for Skate 4 still. That's how much love there is for Skate 3. What else we got in there?
I remember when that came, like YouTube decided, a lot of YouTubers started playing Skate 3 and I worked in a shop at the time. And all of a sudden, Skate 3 was out 2 years or something at the point. We're like, do you have Skate 3? No.
Yeah.
Why would we have Skate 3? We got rid of that a year and a half ago because it's dead to us now. And they had to buy it back in because it was so popular.
Yeah, it just took off. And so it's still, years later, still gets a hell of a lot of love. Also does with the shout out still playing Super Mario on Game Boy Advance. Yeah, just any of those old Nintendo games. They are classics, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
We move on then to the semi-finals.
I was hoping to avoid this because this is going to get very fucking, it's going to get argumentative.
Yeah, it's going to kill me, this next one. But anyway, yeah, let's go.
Grand Theft Auto 5 versus Skyrim in the first semi-final, and I will make it easier for some people. I'm going Grand Theft Auto 5 and I don't even have to think about it. Skyrim is great, but
I'm going to make this awkward and I'm going to go Skyrim.
oh, Patrick. Oh, what are you going to do?
Skyrim.
Yeah, of course he was going to go Skyrim.
Yeah.
So
We're a Skyrim house.
We're
a very Skyrim house here.
So that comes into the chat then.
GTA.
And whoever has typing on the keyboard, press your mute button.
Oh, we have 2 for GTA straight out the bat.
Ooh.
Oh, Paddy could be hitting the house wine in sorrow tonight.
They're still
Well,
holding a
I
grudge over
don't-
Final Fantasy. I think that's what it is.
They are, yeah. Well, GTA is running away with it here.
Breaking the heart.
The best game ever.
Breaking the heart, lads.
I don't see it coming back for you here, lads. There's a lot of people in the chat at the
That's
moment.
Oh, there's 4 for GTA.
We're done. Yeah.
Yeah. GTA 5 goes through to the final.
Oh,
my days.
lads.
Can they at least say they like Skyrim? Just so I don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Comment in the chat
like
just
Skyrim
say
was
Skyrim is a
voted
good
up
game.
to now by the chat as well for a lot of different picks, so that they like it.
Yeah.
They like it.
Skyrim, for example, took out GoldenEye, Final Fantasy X-2, and Rock Band on its way to lose to GTA 5.
I've got to get
a good
some.
run.
I've got to get some neon lights going in my room here to fucking lighten my mood again. Breaking the heart.
Gordo has his own personal club.
I literally have a light up wristband that I got at a Taylor Swift concert around about 4 years ago, and it still fucking works because I put the little tag back
Dear
in
Lord.
to make sure to keep working. So I have to shake it, but it lights up.
I still have my one from E3 with the Microsoft conference where they gave us, AEW did it recently, where they gave the light up wristband things.
Well,
So they changed to the colour of whatever game they were talking
first time I'd seen them was when they gave them to us at that concert, and I was like, why the fuck aren't more people doing this at like sporting events and shit?
Like AEW
Fuck
did
yeah.
there. The last
Yeah, it's a
no,
genius idea.
No wrestling talk. Wait, never mind. Yeah.
No wrestling, yellow cards all around.
No, but this is for something different and something innovative. This isn't a wrestling thing. This is just the whole innovative sport crowd interaction thing. Tay done it best, so fuck AEW. Taylor Swift is better. If this was in a bracket, Taylor Swift is getting the vote over AEW. Don't at me. Fuck you,
Get
Fitz.
fucked. Get fucked.
Oh, man. We'd go then to... Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, one of the greatest games of all time, versus some bullshit Pokemon Game Boy games that are going to win. Damn it. I would like to vote for Metal Gear Solid 3. What would your opinion be, Nicholas?
I will go for Pokemon.
Nerds.
I'm going to be controversial here.
What?
Oh my.
As much as I love Pokemon,
What?
if we are if we are going for if we're actually going for what is the greatest game and the most complete game,
I think it's more our favorite game, though, isn't it? I don't think it's necessarily the critics' choice or whatever, even though both of them were critically acclaimed.
You're talking me out of fucking helping you here.
I've accepted my loss here. I'm going to lose in the final
You're
anyway.
probably going to lose in the chat anyway as well, but I'm going to go Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I think, I've played the shit out of Pokemon. I spent my fucking communion money on getting the Pokemon games. That's how far back it is.
When we were studying for the Leaving Cert, you know, they do the whole study in the school. The entire school went through a phase of replaying Pokemon Red and Blue.
Jesus.
While we were in the study room for our Leaving Cert. Yep. All of us just sitting there on Game Boys. It's great.
Although,
nice.
I did first look into emulators so that I could play Pokemon games because I needed to take a break from EWR. I really feel if EWR had gotten voted into this, it was making a run to at least the semi-finals.
There you go. That could be counted as a 90s game as well, you know? Oh, well.
I'm going to go
Pokemon, by the way.
I'm going to go Pokemon.
No, we're waiting.
I'm going to go Pokemon.
Yeah. Fitz has said Pokemon 2 if his vote counts for anything.
Yeah.
I've accepted my loss. Don't worry about it.
It's a loss. Yeah.
It's a loss. Well, in a weird way, if I hadn't lost, I never would have got to use this.
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Almost worth losing, really.
I would have voted against it in the finals to get to play that. Oh, good times. So yeah, Pokemon Red Blue goes up against GTA 5 in the final. Paddy doesn't have access to his.
I sent that to him on
Facebook
perfect. There if he can check his phone ski.
Paddy, it's your turn to give out the honourable mentions.
Yep. I don't really have any cool anecdotes around any of these. They're just games I like.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Peggle, first and foremost. Peggle is one of the greatest games in the world of all time. Ever.
Oh to Joy blaring every time you complete a level. Dancing in slow motion.
I've also got Final Fantasy VIII because it's the greatest Final Fantasy in the world that has a single number after it.
Oh, that's controversial.
I don't care. That hates me already, so I might as well keep it going. I had Arkham Asylum as my favourite Arkham game.
They're all good. I prefer City, but I like all three. Origins is not as good, but yeah.
I also wrote down for some reason South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Oh, that was good.
I love the City.
That was a good game.
Laughing my head off at, especially when the cutscenes that we didn't get to see in Europe, and they had like the statue of David covered in his face. Going, you're shit out of luck.
But Nazi zombie Princess Keaney at the end as well.
Perfect.
Good times.
Yep.
I think possibly my favorite PlayStation 1 game as well, Tomb Raider 2.
Is that the one where you could lock the butler in the fridge?
Absolutely.
In the training level.
The
Yeah.
whole game.
Yeah.
And her ability to have no knees from
90s
jumping.
knees. You can jump 50 foot across the ravine, smash face and wrist first into a wall, your knees following straight after, and she just goes, huh.
Oh.
And then my last honourable mention, I remembered it earlier on, was Duck Hunt. For anyone that doesn't remember, I think it was the NES, and you had a little plastic gun and you shot ducks.
Yeah. It was fucking fantastic.
Great. Yeah. My mum and dad used to hog it though, so we never really got to play it. We get them this Nintendo thing to keep them quiet, but also we'll play it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jerks.
Oh man. You also had Guitar Hero in there as well.
I did. I didn't want to mention it though because Rock Band is now dead. So
yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P. in peace.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I guess it's time.
Third place playoff, baby.
Oh shit, yeah.
It's not quite time yet.
I'm Vince McMahon, damn it, let's hear it!
Well, that's frigged. Third place playoff.
Can Steve handle 2 losses in a row?
Oh,
Skyrim versus Metal Gear Solid 3.
Skyrim.
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 Yay!
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
I got to do it twice. Anyways. Whew, I did blow my load too early. Thanks, Jordan.
Story of your life.
I hear that all the time. GTA 5 versus Pokemon Red or Blue in the final. GTA 5 for me, boys.
I love both these games. Played the fuck out of both these games. Go back to both of them regularly to replay. But I said it all along. My opinion, best game ever, GTA 5.
I have played.
Chat going GTA.
I have played much more Pokemon than GTA 5. I mean, a hell a lot more. So I'll leave Paddy go first.
Oh.
Swerve. Can we just take a second to say, if anyone was to ever predict the 2 greatest games in the world going head to head, is Pokemon Red here? Should it be here?
No. It has no business being in the final.
The beauty of a knockout tournament.
Yeah, I think the way the brackets fell, I feel like Arkham City probably or one of them.
Yeah.
Arkham, Skyrim, Halo 3 potentially.
Yeah. Basically, the route that GTA 5 took to get here is basically the better list.
Yeah.
Look, it's Spurs getting to a Champions League final, lads, let's be honest.
They were inevitably going to lose to the best team in the world.
Yeah, true, dodgy refereeing. Well, hey!
Leave Vacarigi alone.
I will also say, for the sake of it, the show sounding cool, I have about 40 seconds of this bed left.
So, Paddy, vote quickly now.
Okay. As much as I really do enjoy Pokemon, I think the better of the 2 games needs to win. So not Pokemon. Sorry, not Pokemon.
So that's 3 GTAs.
Let's make it a whitewash. Again, I've played way more Pokemon than I have GTA, but I think if you're looking at what is the better game, GTA is the better game. But Pokemon making it to the final is a miracle in itself.
That's so nice. I didn't see Grand Theft Auto 5 winning that. If you look back at the start,
I'd like to point out in our overall things that we put in, we were allowed to say, so if we wanted to put something, make sure it got in. You could put 2 things down to say it got in. That's the only reason that got in, is because I gave that my wild card, because no one else picked it in their top 20.
wow, there you go. As Fitz says, the knockout tournament.
It's just I didn't play a huge amount of it. That's literally the only reason I didn't. That's why I think the other GTA games I played a hell of a lot more of. So yeah. Still though,
If it came down to a final of Vice City and GTA 5, I probably would have went Vice City, but I love both of them. But I'm surprised Vice City, where did it end?
Vice City
round
lost
2.
to Arkham.
City. Arkham City took out Vice
Arkham
City.
It was the City Derby.
City Derby. But GTA 5, right, beat Football Manager, Halo 3, Batman Arkham City, Skyrim, and then Pokemon Red and Blue. Some run.
Now, in fairness, it did take my wild card to get it past Arkham City.
But
Yeah.
Wild card,
Still though.
bitches.
I'll say
Metal Gear Solid 3 finished 4th. I couldn't believe
proud of
it.
the run Final Fantasy X-2 had, and
It did,
Yeah,
yeah.
didn't do
SEO
too bad. Didn't do too bad. Considering not many people would have saw it coming, it made it to round 2. So big up.
SEO Collection got shafted going up against Pokemon in round 2.
Shite.
You haven't even fucking turned on your PlayStation 4 yet, so you don't count as a person.
You're shite. You're shite in a bucket.
He does turn on. He uses it to play Netflix.
I'm shiting a little bit. There's a difference.
It literally hasn't been turned on for about 6 months. Wait, no, I turned it on 2 months ago to download Spider-Man. There we go.
There you go.
You know what? At this stage, can I just rob your PlayStation so I can play Spider-Man and give it back to you and tell you if it's worth you playing?
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
Yeah.
How long does the COVID
I must
stay on a console? I don't know.
Other ones, San Andreas only got it to round 2, beaten by Rock Band, which was the shocker for me.
Rock Band was innovative, though. And San Andreas had a big win in the first round by knocking out Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. That was a big win.
We can't do that. We really can't.
We're a very much a Lord of the Rings house here. We're an RPG house in general.
It's basically what it is, yeah.
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 NBA Jam
Jesus,
beating Last of Us in round 1.
did
Last
well.
of Us was a dud by the look of it.
A non-starter.
Yeah.
A
None of
non-starter,
us-
just like it was
none of us
on
are-
my PlayStation 3 that time.
Yeah.
None of us are big PlayStation players in the last couple of generations, so that's
Except me.
Yeah.
yeah, you're a huge PlayStation.
Like if we were to do this and we were to go the route of like, you know, retro being pre PS1, then go like the PS1 era or PS1 and PS2 era, and then PS3, and then or PS3 versus Xbox 360 era, and then PS4 versus Xbox One. I think we'd see some very interesting brackets come out if you broke it down by era that way. I think there'd be a lot.
I guess we'll wait.
There'd be argument. There'd be a lot of argument over them. Even if we were to do 16 game brackets per era, I think we get a lot of argument.
Yeah, I think possibly we'll wait to see what the reaction to the show was, because the movie one went down very well.
Yeah, and we still have a couple of more interesting ones to go.
Yeah.
The TV shows one could get very interesting, but Simpsons will win.
Scrubs.
Yeah.
Scrubs.
That's one thing I wanted
It's The
to
Simpsons.
ask. I know it's pre-production. Simpsons, does that go into cartoons or does that go into TV shows?
I would have gone cartoons nostalgia.
I was thinking the likes of adult cartoons like South Park and all should go into TV shows, but cartoons that are
Yeah.
aimed at kids like Simpsons technically is aimed more at kids should go into cartoons.
Agreed.
And it's been shit for 20 years. So,
Yeah. How far in are you on the old Disney Plus, Steve?
I haven't even turned it on since.
No,
to be
I
honest.
was debating getting it last night, but then I fell asleep on the couch. Sorry for the snorm pad.
I spent all of yesterday watching all the Muppets movies
Oh,
and
nice.
the TV show. Yeah.
I'm scared to get it for the amount of Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars I'm going to watch.
I'm just finished season 1 of Clone Wars as well this morning.
Love Clone Wars. Rebels gets more love, but I'm a Clone Wars guy. I don't know.
Some chats there. Mario Odyssey would have won. # just saying, says Jordan. I agree with you. I would have fought that thing till the very end.
Well, they
no
came up
mention
against
of
the juggernaut that was Final Fantasy X too.
No mention of Snake on the old Nokia 3210. That's a good point.
No Pokemon Go mentioned.
No.
No mobile games at all mentioned.
Proper order.
This was again for like games like Rock Band got in there for being revolutionary and how different they were. Can you not remember the original Pokemon Go summer where there was people who looked like they hadn't seen the outside world in around about 5 years? We're doing 10k walks to hatch an egg, and we all.
That was you, Gordo.
I see outside. I used to see outside when I'd walk from the gym home so that I could hatch an egg, because the adventure sync wasn't recognizing the fucking 10k I'd be done on the treadmill. It's like, fuck it, I'll at least get 2k if I walk home.
Remember outside?
Damn you,
Remember
COVID.
Lando Calrissian?
Hey, remember?
Yeah.
Remember Chewbacca again?
Oh,
lads.
God. Well, that's the B show. Paddy, what was your first experience on not the Alleged Wrestling Podcast?
It was emotional. I really should have stopped after round 2 because I've just been going on autopilot since Final Fantasy got knocked out. Yeah, I'd gladly come back again, maybe once.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe once for the reality TV
so
shows,
like-
like.
Yeah, TV shows I'm all on board with. Game shows,
Lovely.
all that good stuff.
Just because Wipeout needs to win.
Wipeout is gonna win. Spoiler. Gonna win.
What if Takeshi's Castle makes it in there?
Or
Wipeout
Supermarket
is gonna win.
Sweep?
Or Supermarket
Wipeout is
Sweep?
gonna win.
All these things are already in my shortlist.
I'm going to give a shout out in there to Nightmare. Nightmare is getting a mention.
Ooh, Nightmare.
If people aren't familiar with Nightmare, it's all on YouTube. Go watch it. It's a great show.
This is previewing our new show.
Warriors.
See?
Yeah.
Inadvertently
Yeah.
previewing our future coming episodes.
You
Is that the next episode?
give him a teaser.
Do you want to go TV or do you want to go game shows next? I'm good at either. I have the brackets already done pretty much for either, but Gordo still needs to update his things before I do make them.
Yeah, I'll update mine and I'll get Paddy added onto the sheet as well to throw in his one.
It depends on when Paddy's free, I suppose, does it? Because he's the one we need for the game show.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming we're doing normal podcast Friday night.
Yep.
home
Should be about
WrestleMania
20
was.
minutes. The WrestleMania go home show should take about 12 minutes. We could do back to back. We could do a very, very, very quick 15-minute podcast posted to fuck, and then just do the game show one.
Paddy, you're working till 10 on Friday, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm busy till 10.
We could do it Saturday
I'm
evening,
free
maybe.
all night Saturday night. Not doing a damn thing Saturday night.
Not going out to the pub, no.
Just Saturday.
Too
There's
big
no
for
wrestling
just
on
one
it,
night.
That
too big.
fucking tagline. Oh,
Contact your local cable provider. Don't watch on the network. Don't bother. It's free.
Oh God.
Free for new subscribers. But contact your local cable provider.
Oh God. I will work it out. We could do it tomorrow if anyone's free.
Again, Paddy's on till
I don't
10.
know. Oh, apologies. Yeah. We'll try it over the weekend. So
Yeah. I'm technically on call.
okay.
Hope
Cool.
nothing breaks.
For now, though, this went way longer than I expected. It's double the time of the movies one, so I'm looking forward to listening back to
yeah,
this.
and I need food, and my children need wine because Paddy's after drinking all the house
Children
wine.
need wine.
Yeah, I'm nearly out of
Nice.
wine.
Boys, say good night, I suppose, or I don't know what we do anymore on this one.
do.
Boo.